Hello, everyone. My name's Jamie from All Movies Fresh. Now, today we're joined for a first interview of 2023. Before you go check out this video, go hit the like and subscribe button down below. So today we're joined by Richard Esteras, who's actually stars in the critically acclaimed The Bear, which you can catch on Disney Plus. So, how have you been keeping, Richard?
Well, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you very much. I've been very excited for this interview with yourself. So you actually played Manny in The Bear, and it's been a massive success. Many nominations, many awards as well. And FX just announced that it was the most watched comedy series in history. How do you feel to be a part of this amazing series?
I feel blessed. What
Yeah.
else can I say? I mean, it's been great. It's been a great ride. Enjoying the journey.
It is, and I mean, everyone's loved it. It started off with this like small show, and it's just absolutely exploded as well with amazing reviews on IMDb and all over. Um, I mean, was it when there was so much chaos or so much humor throughout there? Was it difficult to stay in character throughout the whole of the series? I mean, well, through filming.
Um, no, everybody pretty much knew what they needed to do, and they got the job done. So
Are you looking forward to it? Because I know the season two's just been announced, being to be released in June 2023. I mean, that's exciting. What was it like filming that?
well, it's still being filmed right now, so it's
Okay,
still going on.
yeah,
So yeah, enjoying it, having
yeah,
fun. Good to be back with everybody and just enjoying the ride.
it is. I think what it is, it's got that like sort of that mixture of Chicago and New York vibe to it, like you see in lot of series, but it actually takes it to another level. I mean, it's just the intensity is so high throughout the series. Um, was it, was it enjoyable filming it? Was there a lot of pressure or anything to get things right and stuff?
Yeah, it was very much enjoyable. It's been a great ride so far. Um, yeah, just going with the flow pretty much. And just enjoying the ride, and everybody gets along with everybody, so it's not like a lot of bumping heads or anything. So yeah,
That's good. I mean, there's many big stars in there as well. You've got John Berthol as well, and so many more.
right.
Um, was it like, what was it like working with these type of actors and actresses? Do you learn things from them? I mean, you've been in the acting game for a long time, but when you work with different actors and actresses, do you learn things from them as well as you go along in your career?
Oh yeah, I'm always learning. Like every day is a learning experience for me. I always it's something new
Yeah.
that I could grasp on and continue with my career in acting as well.
That's good. In terms of with season two, what can we expect? Can we expect more chaos? Is there anything different? Because I know with season one, it ended with literally everyone's jaw on the ground with the everyone finding the money as well, and then the restaurant turning into this big thing. Is there more chaos we can expect from season two?
Oh yeah, you can definitely expect chaos. Yeah, it's gonna be trying to build his new restaurant up and all the battles and demons that come along with trying to get it together.
That's true. When you see a lot of series where that succeeds in season one. I mean, does it with you? Because this has been amazing. This one, it's been rated 8 on IMDb. Does it put you and other cast members and the writers under much more pressure to get season two at the same level as season one?
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, you don't want to disappoint people. They've been loving it so much. It's up there high now. So,
Yeah,
but I think we're keeping it going. I mean, this season two is going to be great too. So.
yeah. I mean, well, they've released because obviously there's the menu as well, which is on Disney Plus, which is another culinary series.
Yeah,
I mean,
they took that to another level.
yeah, it's crazy because you would never like. you introduce something like a culinary series or a movie, and people sort of be like, "Oh no," but then they more wait for other reviews and stuff and think, "Oh, okay, this is amazing." But I mean, is it something like you would go into sort of that theme again if there was another job offer, like things like that relating to it?
Sure, I wouldn't mind. I mean, it'd be fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
always
you
open.
that's the thing. It's good to be exploring as well. Um, You actually starred in a movie called The Hood with your real life mother as well, who actually played your mum in the movie as well. What was
Yes.
it like acting alongside a family member? How do you like maintain that level of professionalism?
Well, I wasn't expecting it at first. We did a table read for the movie, and they didn't have anybody to play my mom at the moment. And one of the actors, they're talking to the director, they're like, "Wouldn't it be fun if we had like a tiny woman to play his mom?" And I was like, "What do you mean, like my mom? My mom's like 5'3", and they were like, "Will she be interested in playing?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I was like, then next thing you know, she's in the movie with me, and I'm like, "Oh, really?" And she got a lot of laughs from her scenes with me. So yeah, it was unexpected, and but it was a fun time,
that's
good
it's
memories.
different. Is it something you do again in the future as well with work with any family members like your mum as well?
Yeah, sure, I wouldn't mind. I have nephews and grandchildren and stuff. If they ever became interested in acting, I would appreciate it and try to guide them in the right directions.
Yeah, it's fascinating as well. Like we see it in in movies, in series, acting alongside family members, but you don't it's like maintaining the level of professionalism, but also having a laugh on set as well. Um,
Right. I
you
just I
went,
just did a little thing for the bear with my mom, a little cooking segment thing for YouTube. You
yes,
could probably you could probably find it on. It's easy to find. Just type my name in the bear, it should come up. But it's me and my mom. Like it's almost like 10 years later, and we work together again on this cooking video.
as acting, is there anything that you picked up that you can add on to your acting skills as well?
um, like I said, I'm always learning something when I'm on set with people because there's different types of ways to film things, and you have to see how the director goes and
Yeah,
things like that. So I just pay attention to what's going on with the directors and stuff, how they're feeling with everything. Some directors they might be a little more open, let you maybe improv a little bit. Some might want you to go word for word in the script, and so you just got to pick up on those little things here and there and do your best.
that's it. Back in 2015, you produced a movie called In for Life, and we see a lot of actors and actresses go down the route of producing or directing. What was your decision into saying, right, actually, I'm going to produce something as opposed to, well, I know you acted in it, but it's something different. What was the reason behind that?
Well, actually, I didn't even have plans to be part of it. I was executive producer on that film. I was just helping out. It's an indie film, it was low budget, and we were just trying to make things happen. So I was helping out in other aspects besides the acting, like trying to help cast other actors for the film, locations and stuff like that. Just
Yeah,
little things here and there to help out while we were trying to get the film completed. But
awesome.
I never planned on being a producer or anything on the film. It just kind of happened.
Is it something that you would go down the route of again, or even directing?
I don't know about directing, maybe producing. I see a little writing in my future. I've been doing a little writing here and there. I just haven't completed anything yet, but I have ideas that I've been
Yeah.
writing on.
Is it like we see people that actually star in shows and movies? Um, is it the case, when you see them actually directing or producing an episode on there, is it something that they get offered by the producer and directors? It's that sort of the opportunity to say, like, right, next episode, who is there someone that would like to produce it or direct it or write it?
Well, I've been on TV shows where they'll have multiple different directors for shows. They just I'm not sure exactly how they go about doing it, but you know, I used to think that it would be one director for the same show all the time, but
Mhm.
I've been on shows where they've had many directors, and they just
Yeah,
I guess they want a different style for, you know, keep it kind of going. I guess I'm not sure, but yeah.
that's good. What was it your decision to make you go into acting in the first place? What was the reasoning behind it?
Well, I had moved back to the close to Chicago area, and
Yeah,
I just started taking voiceover classes. People always tell me about my voice throughout my life, so I figured
yeah,
get voiceovers, maybe do some commercials, cartoons, or something. And once I started taking the voiceover classes, my we were doing a demo tape to have my voice on it, so I could get it out there for people to hear. And it was my former teachers. They were telling me that you know they could see me doing voiceover work, but I had a unique look about myself that suggested I get into acting, take improv classes. So
yeah,
that's what I did. I started taking improv classes. I didn't know anything about improv, but I took it anyway, and I ended up. I was going to take just one course, and ended up for over a year of classes with them, and then started taking acting classes and fell in love with the acting classes. And next, you know, that's when I got into that movie Hood. I had put my headshot online, and a director saw my headshot and invited me to audition for the film, and I got a role. And ever since then, it's been going on.
Is it, when you enter the acting career, is it difficult for, an actor or an actress to sort of get that role where, the series turns out to be big or the movie turns out to be, because I think everyone starts small, but is it difficult to sort of get to a higher level, like yourself on there? Or, does it take a lot of work and effort to get there?
Well, that would kind of depend. Some people, they might get a break right away. Some people might, a decade of small roles here and there, and finally get their break. It kind of just depends. It's not like a set recipe just to
Mm,
become a great actor.
yeah. I mean, because we see it like nowadays. I mean, obviously the introduction with Netflix, and like Disney Plus and Amazon Prime, that when that one series just or that movie hits the number one spot, that all of a sudden, their job roles sort of increase, and more people, more directors, more producers are after them and stuff. Would you say it's sort of like unfair on other on actors and actresses in general, because of sort of this? It's more becoming like a popularity contest.
Um, yeah, I would. I've seen actors that get booked more because of popularity, and I know other actors that are great. They're in theater all the time and they do great work, but they're not as known.
Yeah,
So they don't get as much. But I don't know. It's just this. It's a field that you gotta be ready for rejection, and
yeah.
when the time comes for you, just go with the flow. And
Would you say the biggest downside of acting is the rejections for, you applying for a job, or is there anything else that you would say that's a downside to acting at all?
um, well, in the beginning, you're broke a lot trying to,
Yeah,
trying to juggle side jobs and things like that, and but if you feel it's worth the journey, it's gonna be a fun ride, however you
yeah,
look at it.
it's good.
Because
I mean,
I mean, I didn't get into acting until my 40s, so
yeah,
I'm used to rejection way before the acting came along. So once acting came along, if I didn't get an audition, it didn't. At first, it would be like, oh, I didn't get it, but now it's like, okay, I didn't get it. On to the next one. But you get used to it after a while. At first, it's like, man, like I've been a few months with nothing, and then all of a sudden here's something good, and then you just take it as it comes.
But like what I've always wondered is that, say for example, you're when you're given the lines and stuff for example, like season 2, The Bear. If say for example, another director that you audition for another film or a movie, because we see a lot of like people doing what will star in one show or movie and then will be in another one as well. How do you sort of like balance that out if you were to be starring in 2 sets of things? How do they do that?
Well, as far as like if like I have like I'm booked for The Bear, like I wouldn't be able to audition for anything else that's filming at the same time.
Yeah.
Like if it's, I can audition for other stuff now, but if it's filmed at the same time as The Bear, I wouldn't be able to do it at the moment. So
Okay. Does it?
sometimes you have to let other projects go while you're on one, but for me,
It yeah.
it's kind of been balancing out. I mean, I haven't really had like projects clash. Usually something comes up right after or before, but so it's been kind of steady for me.
That's it. I mean, it's like, if you miss out on something and it turns out to be a success, you just like you said, when you audition for roles, if you don't get it, it's sort of just you move on, sort of thing. I mean, I've learned that, when I ask for interviews for movie stars or TV series stars and the rejection, you just sort of move on from it.
Yeah, you have to. That's the best route I would say, is
Yeah.
just to move on. Because I've seen things that I've auditioned for. I'll watch the movie or the program that I've auditioned. I've seen the other actors that did, and I'm like, okay, they did good. So they did right. But so I don't take offense to the rejections.
That's true. So just a final question, just to end the interview on there. For any aspiring actors or actresses out there that are, wanting to come into the acting world, what sort of advice would you give them?
I would say take classes, take a
Yeah,
bunch of classes, learn as much as you can. Always pay attention to everything that's going around you. Like when you get the opportunities, just listen, ask questions, and just learn as much as you can, and go with the flow, and see where it takes you.
I think that's a brilliant advice that is on there. I think it's I think everyone wants to sort of just come in, get to the top straight away, and then enjoy that fame and stuff. But I mean, like you said, it's the reality of it all. It's you have to work, you have to accept rejection and stuff, and like yourself on there, you'll get to that sort of top level. But thank you very much for joining today, Richard, and I wish I know it will be a success anyway, but I wish you the best of luck for the rest of filming for season 2, The Bear, and the rest of your career as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.